good to be here in Asheville. I feel Asheville, North Carolina. I feel like I can't do a show here without starting with this joke. You may know it. I've done it for years, but I don't want this show to be any different. Here it goes. Before we get the show started, there's a Subaru Outback with a coexist sticker getting towed. So that's how you clear a room in Asheville, North Carolina. It also says eat local organic on the back, so. It's got a bike rack. I love y'all. I appreciate you very much supporting me all these years. Can finally sell this place out. Only took me 14 years. I about gave up on year 13, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm glad I stuck it out. I wanted to film my first special in Wilmington because that's home now. That's where I live and feel a deep affinity for the place. But I always said I wanted to film my second special in Asheville because this feels like home too. And it feels like home because of you guys, because of the people that have been supporting me for years and years. And I feel like I owe you all money. Now that I'm doing better, I will try and pay you back for all the times you've seen me. But it's good, and I love this place. And I'm sorry for what you've been going through for the last 6 or 7 months. I know it's been heart-wrenching because it's been heart-wrenching to watch from a distance. So I know it's been heart-wrenching to be in the middle of it. And I'm even more sorry that the tiny-handed, dirty diaper, pedophile piece of shit in our White House thought he should use it as a political football to trick stupid people. And then he got back into our White House and is now withdrawing the funding that you need to rebuild this place because he's a piece of shit, like all the cowards that support him. But I know your hearts for each other and for these communities, and I know that your love for each other and this place, and I know that your love will rebuild this place. And I want that same love to rebuild this country when we forcibly remove these soft-handed, pencil-arm, country club fascist fucks from the levers of power. Tell them I said that. So we're marching after the show to the White House. They'll never see it coming. Some of you are gonna need help, but that's okay. We'll have buses. All right, no yelling. We're recording this, don't be yelling shit out. Don't yell shit out, trying to talk during the show, but laugh a lot. Like whatever's going on in your life, leave it out there. This is a chance. I'm serious. This is a chance. If you're holding on to something heavy, like Mark Robinson, you know, just leave it out there. He's a big boy, you know. Right? What about Mark Robinson? We'll talk about projection. That dude was like, we gotta stop these trans, and they're like, Mark Robinson loves trans porn. Talk about projection. Everything this dude said he hated, he was doing, we found out. He's like, family values, Christian. And it came out he was having an affair with his wife's sister. Did y'all know that? A lot of people only heard the part of the news where he called himself a black Nazi and admitted to watching trans porn. And then somebody also came out and was like, he used to get off work and come to the porn store I worked at. He used to get off work at the pizza place and come to the porn store. And that's hilarious on its face. But my first question was, how far was it between the pizza place and the porn store? Because if Papa John's was right beside, you know, Adam and Eve, then that's not that weird. But if he had to drive across town with a pizza to go eat it at the porn store, that's weird as shit, right? He was all family values, Jesus this and Jesus that. He was having an affair with his wife's sister, and one of the things they like to do is... One of the things that he liked to do is pee on her butthole. I can't even say it. I mean, I'm not one to kink shame. I can be a little freaky too, but peeing on buttholes never came up. Never seemed like one of the options. I think it's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. That's now my pickup line for my girlfriend. We'll be out on date night with like a way overpriced dinner, and she's like drinking some white wine. I'll be like, she's like, what? I'm like, when we get home? She's like, stop. I'm like, hey, for real. We get home, we're gonna get in that inflatable hot tub I got you for Christmas. And then after that, I'm gonna pee on your butthole. And she does not like it. She's pretty easygoing, but she doesn't like it when I say that. Anyway, I'm getting off track. This isn't even part of the show. Just in case you stumbled in accidentally. If you didn't like that, you're gonna fucking hate the rest of the show. Before I talk about the South, I'd like to offer up my resume. My last name is Cash. I am related to Johnny. We came from the same William Cash, who came from Scotland in 1665. He's my fifth cousin twice removed. I don't know what that means, but I have some really eccentric, nerdy cousins who are really smart, and they figured it all out and made a book about it, and I believe everything they say. And when I say they're cousins, you picture somebody my age. They're actually my dad's cousins, but they're still technically my cousins, but they're more grandpa age. And their names are Ned and Ted. And they're brothers, and they live together in the same farmhouse that they grew up in a cornfield in Shelby, North Carolina. And they call each other Brother Ned and Brother Ted. And I didn't make up any of that. That is a little peek behind the curtain into my background. Related to Johnny Cash, my dad worked on a pit crew when they still raced NASCAR on dirt for a guy named Stick Elliott. He was the first of the Elliots. My dad loved NASCAR. Only time I ever saw my dad cry was when Dale Earnhardt passed away. I couldn't believe it. I was like, Dad, you didn't even cry when Nanny passed. He was like, Nanny didn't go fast in a circle, dog. He was upset. I get it. My mom talks in tongues. Yeah. And I just feel like that's a redneck resume strong enough to say whatever the fuck I want to about the South. And if you get mad, we're probably cousins and we'll figure it out after the show, all right? If you get upset, we'll get on a Zoom call with Cousin Ned and Cousin Ted. We'll work through it as a family. When I say that my mom talks in tongues, I should say that in the past tense. She used to talk in tongues. She has dementia now, and there's not a lot of silver linings to having dementia. But in my humble opinion, her forgetting that she talks in tongues is definitely one of them. I'm sad she has dementia. I'm thrilled she doesn't talk in tongues anymore. Because it's creepy as shit. I don't know if you've ever been around it. She would do it at the house, and I'd be like, please don't do it at the house. Please. Please don't do it other places. Do it at the certain place where y'all do it together. Don't do it outside of there. I grew up very religious. The tongue talking didn't come till later, thank goodness. That was after I was already out of the house. And then I came back. When COVID happened, she used to do it at the building. You know, she went to a church with all the other tongue talkers. But when COVID happened, they were like, we don't think the Spirit will protect us from this, so better distance or whatever. So they started doing tongue talking prayer group on the phone, which is kind of crazy because she would put it on speakerphone at the house. And I would be there, and I don't live with her, but I do stay with her for extended periods of time in between touring, and all my stuff is there, and I don't have my own place, but so. And now, I don't live with her now because I'm a loser. I live with her now because I'm taking care of her. You know what I mean? She has dementia. I mean, I was already living there when she got it, but still. It would have been a real dick move to move out then, you know? Like, I kind of been enjoying keeping my stuff here, but now she got this dementia, I'm probably gonna get a place. Somebody else could step in here now. I decided to stick it out, you know? It seemed like the right thing to do. So I'm down, at the time I was living on the first floor, okay? And it's not a basement, it's above ground. Every once in a while, one of these MAGA people insulting me online will be like, you probably live in your mom's basement. I'm like, it's not a basement, it's not subterranean. It's just a first floor, fuckface. And she lives down there now, we live upstairs. But I was living on the first floor at the time. So I came upstairs, I don't know what I was doing. I think I was getting a Capri Sun, but I just, like a proud boy, and I hear her going, I'm like, oh, it must be Thursday, you know? So I come around the corner into the kitchen, and I see her. She's in the kitchen. She's got her phone out on the counter on speakerphone, so I can hear her going, and I can hear about 22 other people going, and I'm like, oh, gives me a goosebumps, you know? And I kind of walk past her, and I'm like, I think she's like kind of kneeled down, kind of like in a prayer position, and I go to the refrigerator and get my drink out, and I look over, I realize she's in the junk drawer. She's got this phone up there, everybody's tongue talking, feeling the spirit. Y'all understand that you tongue talk when you're in the spirit. The whole concept is the Holy Spirit has taken over your body and is talking through you in a language that you and none of your friends understand. He wants to tell you something, but he can't quite get it out. That's the concept of tongue talking, right? Well, she's got her phone sitting on the counter, and she's in the junk drawer actively looking for what I can only assume was either a ketchup packet or a bent Post-it note. She is like, I'm like, you're not in the spirit, you're in the junk drawer. You can't be talking to the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost while you're looking for a paper clip and a rubber band. Whatever's in the junk drawer, can we all throw out the junk drawer? You're not gonna use that bent Post-it note. It's the sugar packet that they give you with the cut flowers. I need this to-go fork.